Hello, this is a road junction. It's called the Hoddesdon Interchange, located, unsurprisingly, in Hoddesdon, which is in Hertfordshire. At the junction, we find the London Link Road, which connects the A1170 to the A10, and there are two things to note. One, the interchange features what might be considered an oversized roundabout, and two, there's a massive gap between the carriageways of the London Link Road. It's almost as if this interchange is missing something. What we're looking at is a leftover from the London Ringways project, a huge road building plan put together in the late 1960s that would see the construction of several motorways and dual carriageways around London, stretching out into the surrounding counties. It's well known that the Ringways project didn't work out how they had in mind, and eventually it was cancelled, but not before some sections of the plan had made it to the construction phase. One such section was the London Link Road. What happened here was that the A10, separately from the Ringways plan, was upgraded to a dual carriageway in the early 1970s, and as part of this upgrade, the Hoddesdon bypass was built. At the time, with the Ringways project going ahead, it had been confirmed that a dual carriageway that we'll call Ringway 4 was to be built, running from Hatfield through Hoddesdon and Epping before connecting up with Ringway number 3, or the M25 as we know it. With construction already underway on the Hoddesdon bypass, to save money and time, it was decided to include a small section of Ringway 4 in the build process, with the expectation of coming back at a later date to build the remainder of Ringway 4. This section is the London Link Road that we see today, but what we don't see is the rest of Ringway 4. As mentioned, the Ringways project ended up being cancelled due to spiralling costs, but mostly it faced fierce opposition from, well, everyone. However, the A10 wasn't anything to do with the Ringways project, so that wasn't cancelled, and whilst the London Link Road very much was part of the Ringways project, it escaped cancellation because they were already too far into the construction process to back out, and it's here that we start to uncover why the interchange is oversized and features a massive gap. If it had all been built as intended, this interchange would have been a 3-level stacked interchange, with Ringway 4 going over the top via a flyover and the A10 running underneath. The roundabout is oversized to factor in the construction of a flyover, but it also needed to be a sizable roundabout because there would have been 2 major roads connecting at the interchange, meaning a lot of traffic, so a larger capacity roundabout would have been preferable. As for the gap between the London Link Road carriageways, this is leftover space designed to accommodate the Ringway 4 flyover that wasn't built. The carriageways we use today on the Link Road would originally have been the slip road where you'd exit or enter Ringway 4 from Hoddesdon interchange, and of course there would have been a corresponding set on the other side of the interchange. Interestingly, the London Link Road uses 2 bridges which, if you look closely, appear to be wider than necessary, and that's because they were built to allow for a further lane addition which, had the flyover been built, would have been an important requirement. And if you're wondering what the hell is that horrible dumbbell roundabout arrangement all about, yeah, this is what happens when property developers get involved with road planning. It's a recent addition that came about in 2019. They're building several hundred houses either side of the London Link Road, and apparently this dumbbell roundabout spliced into the Link Road is the perfect solution. Good luck with that, but here's how it looked before the stupid additions. But is it possible that maybe one day this interchange will open as the 3-level stacked interchange as per its original design? No. Not a chance. You'd firstly need to build the missing dual carriageway, which to the west means a lot of countryside destruction, and to the east the demolition of large portions of Hoddesdon. Well, hang on, we could do the eastbound section. Nobody really cares that much about Hoddesdon, do they? No, only joking. Because once you're out of Hoddesdon, you've got more lovely countryside, and it's mostly thought that the M25 serves as a suitable route to the same places, which is obviously thought by people who don't drive. However, there is another reason why the Ringway 4 dual carriageway will never be built, and it's because they're thinking about building a different dual carriageway that would almost do the same thing, but not quite as good. If built, it will act as a southern bypass for Hertford, and if we compare Ringway 4's route to the southern Hertford bypass route, they're definitely not the same, but we can see that they're doing a similar thing. However, there's no mention of any roads to be built to the east of Hoddesdon down to the M25, so I guess it's not really the same. In any case, the Hoddesdon Interchange and London Link Road are unlikely to change anytime soon, surviving as only one of a handful of Ringway project leftovers that remain unaltered, except that is for that stupid dumbbell roundabout. What were they thinking? This is now a really shit junction and we're stuck with it. Good. Thanks for watching.